Chapter 1. How do we process grief? How do we process loss? My master has done a lot in teaching and educating me, from how to catch fish with my claws to taking care of my magnificent locks. But there were some things that were not on the agenda, such as emotions and how to process them. So when the anniversary of my father's passing comes around, I tend to have a hard time. Sure, I had to end up teaching myself how to process and how to heal from it, but rarely do we ever fully heal. Earlier in the tavern, I told you a story of my people, how we were hunted to extinction. That was not the first time that we were hunted for sport, but it was the last. The first time, we were able to fight back, but due to the stress of raising a warrior destined to fight someone else's war, my mama left to seclude herself from that very culture. And who could really blame her? My papa, however, believed it would be better for me to learn and grow within the tribe. So, that was that. My parents split, leaving me to train as warriors did in the village. Except, I didn't. The second hunt proved to end badly for the hunters, as they were not aware of the power the full moon bestowed upon our clan. We were easily able to best and beat back the hunters with little to no cost to ourselves. However, with the increase in hunter presence, my papa became increasingly concerned. After my parents separated, I was glued to my father's hip. Even during his own role and job as the guardian of the cubs who have not stopped nursing. It was during one of their walking exercises outside the village that the third hunt happened. It happened all at once, shrapnel and dirt flying everywhere, blinding us, and explosions deafening us to the approaching hunters. All I could make out was the shadow of 4 hunters before I heard the gut-wrenching sound of spears finding their way into my father's flesh. My heart dropped as I heard my father bellow in pain and anger and swipe angrily at the hunters, cutting through the dust. Then another set of hunters came and did the same thing once more, impaling my father before motioning towards the cubs. I turned away, unable to bear the sight of seeing my father in so much pain and agony. Then I heard him scream, "Run!" The tears came. Hearing the struggle and the pain break my father's voice wounded me in a way that no sword could. I couldn't bear it anymore and jumped in front of my father, eyes closed and arms outstretched. Let the pain you're about to inflict on him be shared with me. Suddenly something clasped itself around the scruff of my neck, and in one moment I was flying through the air. Hunters far below me, crossing acres and acres of land until we landed in the forest. As soon as we landed, I spun around so fast I almost gave myself whiplash. To see the face of my father, his calm, cool, and collected, now covered in blood and sweat, reeking of iron. He immediately turned around, the face of love and care now substituted for a face of agony and rage. As he turned, my face was smeared with his blood before he leapt once more into the battlefield, creating a localized earthquake, knocking me off my feet before leaping. 1 hour passed, and the tears began to sting. 6 hours later, and the tears stopped coming. 1 day later, and my appetite was gone. 3 days later, and my will was gone. Losing the will has never happened to us. We either die in peace as elders, or we die in combat, or hunted for sport. So, when we do lose the will to go on, we're given a choice to face our demons, the very things holding us back, or to be absorbed by the earth, to give back. Since I had no desires to battle my own demons, the earth began to claim me. But as the earth began to claim me, another member of our clan freed me from the vines and brought me back to the village. After being nursed to health, I ran back to the battlefield to find the corpse of my father, in full battle stance, killed by multiple spears and wounds he's received on his back from protecting, and his body has since become a mountain. whose base I visit every year. I know that he is my strength and that he is still my guardian.